Opie and Anthony in studio. Russell Peters. Actually, Russell Peters was in for that whole thing with Ron the lawyer, but well, none of us really got to talk. Now that we think about it, he was awesome.
That guy
Did you
was
like
hilarious.
That lawyer?
I would love him to open for me this weekend.
He was very entertaining, right?
He should do stand-up, but he'd be a very aggressive stand-up.
We're going to have him on this show as a regular. We have to.
Such an irony
we have
there,
to.
because we have always said
lawyers suck on the radio.
Equal not funny under any circumstance. And when we heard he was bringing his lawyer in, we're like, oh, great, here comes the comedy. And the lawyer is the funniest motherfucker.
He was the funniest guy in the room for that segment. And
what an ass.
We were about ready to say, make sure the lawyer stays outside the studio. Boy, that would have been a major mistake.
Mistake right there.
Yeah.
Good.
What great taste the lawyer has in comedy, too.
Does he like Jim Norton?
Oh, yeah, actually does. I didn't think
Oh, really?
I did hear him say big fan.
Yeah.
Wow.
He likes me more than Joe DeRosa, Bill Burr, and Bob Kelly do.
That's obvious if they don't cast you on a movie.
Bill Burr was on the hotline during that. We just couldn't get to him. There was too much going on. And the other thing, really fast, Ron the lawyer, I'm thinking, and I think Bobby thought this too, that he had really nice hair for an older gentleman.
I thought he had a horrible wig.
Boy, did we miss this one, Bobby. Russell Peters and Jimmy are like, are you fucking kidding? That was
Jimmy said it had a nail in it. Kills me, man.
Oh my God, damn, the guy's got a good head of hair.
I tweeted a picture of him. He looked like Arlie Ermey a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. He reminded me a little Gunnery Sergeant
I
Hart.
thought he looked like David Carradine a little bit.
I don't know. Yeah.
He looked half Asian with blue eyes and a toupee.
And the father looked like
Which is such a common
Roger
look.
Daltrey.
Yeah, the
father definitely did.
A Roger Daltrey now look, you know, with
and I also
kind of
the
gray,
white hair,
curly.
It was too inside, but I wrote Aunt Gary Wall too.
Oh, he kind of had a Gary Wall,
the ice cream PD.
Why we didn't videotape that is a terrible fuck. I almost said a sin like my aunt, because it was fun to watch. Ron was kind of like leaning down, just talking, like looking at the floor with his hand on his forehead. Just fucking.
That was so his toupee didn't fall off.
He was holding it on.
Just concentrating on the call. It was fun to watch the dad, Tom, just kind of tapping him like, you know.
Yeah,
he's got this loose cannon. He's probably a smart lawyer, though.
Like the kid seemed nervous, though, didn't he? He had pasties in his mouth. You could hear it.
Yeah.
Who, Ron?
No, the kid.
Because he was lying.
Yeah, the kid was.
He's not used to being on the radio or TV.
The kid was drunk. Come on.
He's not a kid, Opie. He's not a fucking kid.
Yeah, that was funny. The callers were just funny.
The callers were funny.
Brutal.
Hey, Russell, you box.
I used to.
Yoshi told me you used to box with Lennox Lewis.
And Lennox and I were amateurs at the same time.
No.
Really? I started in 85 and stopped in 94.
So you really can fight.
Well, I mean, I kind of really stopped around 1989, but I just went to the gym a whole lot less for the next 5 years.
Yeah, huh?
You ever spar with Lennox?
No. Lennox was in a different city, but we would see each other at tournaments and stuff.
Do you know him?
Yeah, know him very well.
You still
Know
box?
his mom, his brothers.
Did you ever knock somebody out?
I have done, yes.
Did you ever get knocked out?
Only in the ring I've been staggered a little bit.
Really?
I've been hit on the head with a baseball bat outside the ring.
Jesus Christ.
We're talking 22 years ago, but, you know. It was
For what?
in my rambunctious teenage years.
Well, fuck it. We're on the lawyer, man. There's some money
I know.
there.
Yeah,
Hey,
what are you
so
doing?
who hit you? Hey, character, did you hit him with a bat?
Look at the video. Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
What do you do for a living, you cunt?
That's your honor.
You've knocked people out like on the street, like street fighting kind of shit.
Just back in the, not in a long.
That's so much
I've
being
done
an
a little
asshole.
jujitsu too, so the past few knockouts have been more chokeouts than knockouts, but you know, that's how it goes.
What are you? You're a Toronto guy, right?
Yes, sir.
And big MMA fan.
I am.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm more boxing first, but then MMA.
What happened with Pacquiao and we were trying to get Pacquiao and Mayweather in, and then why did that fight happen?
That fight came together way too easy, didn't it? Like, it was just like, everybody was like, hey, it should be the great fight. And then they were like, March 13th. Everyone was like, oh, what the fuck? It's kind of like a girl giving you pussy too easy.
Right.
You're like, wait a minute, what's wrong with this?
What's the problem
So then
here?
they created some problems, and they've set up other fights to build the hype a little bit more, and then it'll happen later on this year.
Oh, all right, okay. They can milk it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what they should have done, too. So they created this little controversy to make it look like a real hate match now, and it'll create more pay-per-view buys in the long run, I think.
As a guy who can follow it.
I was just going to quickly say boxing seems to be in trouble, though.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think MMA is going to burn itself out because it's it's way too accessible right now.
Yeah,
it's very readily available, and it's on TV every night now. And eventually people are just going to be like, Give me something else.
You know, at least that's the first time I've ever heard a point that actually makes sense. Because boxing, you don't watch boxing every night.
No.
You wait until there's an event, then you watch
big fight.
This is like every night you can
Yeah,
tune
but
in
when
and
you watch
this.
the
You're
events,
right.
the big events in boxing stink. It's fucking
Yeah, but the fighters
stink.
still make way more money.
Yeah, but you wait, and then all of a sudden you see the fight and it fucking blows.
Well, you're just used
most
to
of
a
the
different
time.
pace now with the MMA.
And there's no heavyweights. There's no exciting heavyweights
Well, there's
whatsoever.
no heavyweights that
Why
speak
don't you
English.
fucking join?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wowzers.
What did you say?
I said, why don't you put Jimmy in the movie, you fuck?
No, I didn't hear what you said, you fucking cunt. I'm a good actor. Fucking
What movie
dirty
are you
racist.
doing?
He's doing a. Here's what it is. He's doing a movie.
It's not a movie. It's a
Slip
short,
past.
short independent film.
Bob Kelly, Bill Burr, and Joe
Who's more
DeRosa.
short and independent than Norton?
You're in the movie, kid.
You're right. I didn't get that.
Bobby, Joe DeRosa, and Bill Burr, alleged friends of mine,
Yeah.
are doing a short
I'm a
film
friend of
in
you.
New York.
I love you.
And I've
I
always
put myself up to be in it, Bobby.
Do you want to be in the movie?
Yeah, can I be in the...
Absolutely, dude.
I could be the brown guy. Fuck Aziz Ansari.
Dude, I'd fire Voss today for you. I'm kidding.
You can't fire a Jew. Are you crazy?
I want to actually know more about Russell because you guys are saying he's like one of the biggest comics in the
Russell
world.
sells out fucking everywhere. And it's like
Dane Cook sellouts.
Yeah.
right?
No, but Russell
Like
Russell
the big
came out
fucking
of
arenas.
I mean, Russell, he came out of nowhere. But you're from Canada, huge in Canada,
Yeah.
huge in Asia. Now you're huge in America. I mean,
Asia.
you're
Africa too now.
worldwide.
Really?
Jesus
In
Christ.
Africa?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's taking over continents.
It's so funny.
Was
We
it a-
keep getting these requests from Ghana, Nigeria, and
People show up with
Kenya
goats.
and Tanzania, like all over Africa. It's like, when are you coming? We love you on the YouTube. I'm like, they have dial-up.
Come here, and we have $10 million waiting for you.
Yeah, I keep getting invited
You
to
give us your
Egypt.
bank account number.
It's almost like the Al Qaeda's following me. We love you in the cave.
he's gonna be performing on the back of a fucking flatbed truck with a mounted gun in it.
He's gonna get paid in fucking like gold teeth and diamonds.
They're going to knock the teeth out in front of me. This one, you like this one? You want molar?
Are you just flying from country to country every weekend, or you try to like, all right, I'll stay in the States for a little bit?
I stay in the States as much as possible. I'm trying to get like movies and fucking TV, but that's not happening. So I just got to go out there and chase paper.
You can make your own movie.
I could, but I don't have any good ideas.
That pretty much is the
I
thing
could
to
lie- I
make
could
in a
lie to
movie.
the studios.
Neither did me and Billy or Joe DeRosa. Just make it.
Speaking of which, we got Bill Burr on the phone here.
Hey,
Let's get to the
Bill's
bottom
in
of this.
Tampa this weekend.
Is he?
Bill.
Yeah, Tampa.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Billy.
Hello, Bill.
Yes, I got word that Bobby Kelly is throwing our wonderful director under the bus on your great program.
Completely throwing both of you pretty much under the
Not
bus.
Billy. Me and Billy are producers.
You said Billy is pretty much like, I don't know, I don't care, whatever. So when Jim Norton, I found out that little Jimmy Norton was not going to be part of this project and wasn't even asked. I wanted to know from Bobby why and what had happened. Was there any dialogue that included Jimmy? And he said Joe DeRosa's fault. Pretty much just.
It's not what I said.
You threw DeRosa
Be
under the
What you have
specific.
to understand about Bobby. Bobby Kelly is a survivor.
Thank you.
bus.
He looked at the odds in there, and he's just like, well, I'm not taking the hit. I'll just dump it on DeRosa.
He went on for.
I was in Los Angeles during all of this, so I missed. All I have right now is I'm actually a messenger here, bringing the official statement from Joe DeRosa.
Oh, is this the official? Yeah, well, we gave out his Twitter account, so I guess he found out that he was a scumbag for not putting Jimmy in the movie.
Joe DeRosa is on set right now, so he had me come down here.
Christ.
Basically, he said the reason why Jim Norton is not in the movie is because he asked about him and Bobby said, dude, fucking Norton's not going to do it if he doesn't have a bunch of lines, dude. Don't waste his fucking time.
Oh, Bobby goes back to Bobby.
All right, let's get it
So
back.
you're saying that what Bobby is saying then is that Jimmy is incapable of improvisation.
No.
And just
No,
taking
this is what's going on. Like what I stated before, is Bobby Kelly's a survivor. And the second Joe DeRosa brought up having the wonderfully talented Jim Norton in the I was like, there's no way I'm going to be sitting across such a dynamic stage presence as Jim Norton. So he
look at
cuts
that.
his legs out there, and then he goes on the radio, and then he cuts DeRosa's
A-Train 11 hit it right on the head. Bobby equals Jay Leno. See what you're doing?
apparently Bill's a survivor, too. This is a fucking great.
Yeah, I think Jim Norton's a really talented guy. He just wasn't getting the ratings.
Okay, it's back on Bobby.
That doorman hat and coat yet? We're going to need it at like 12.
Yeah, it's 10:15.
The doorman. That would be Rich Voss playing the doorman, right?
Yeah, Rich Voss.
Rich Voss would be a good
What we're
doorman.
dealing with here is it's nobody's fault. It's really a budget thing. All we can afford is guys like Rich Voss
For free.
and Bobby to work for free. That's what's really going on here. There's no reason to trash people there, Bobby. What are you doing? We're trying to get good press here.
It's true, Bob. I didn't say anything.
Way to go, Bob.
I was just trying to
I said Joe's doing a great job.
He shaves his goatee
I said
off and
Joe's
changes.
doing a fantastic job,
Bobby
surprisingly.
Kelly is a cancer on the set of a movie.
I would just say he's a polyp.
Do it in 3D.
Thank you. Thank
It'll
you, Russell.
fucking be huge.
It is in 3D.
Oh, yeah?
No.
In Avatar
Voss's
3D.
teeth would scare everybody in 3D.
What are Voss's lines? What are one of Voss's lines?
Go ahead.
I have no idea.
Oh, stop. You do.
I
You're
swear,
the producer.
It's
He plays an annoying
basically.
doorman.
Yeah, he plays. He says, "I'll get that for you." There's very minimal lines.
I'll get that for you.
What, you think I couldn't do that?
I'll for that.
No.
Oh.
No. If you're gonna be in a movie, you're gonna be in a movie.
I have one line in every. I'm a one and done guy.
Yeah.
It's in my contract. I can do nothing that will get me recognition or further my career. One line in Spider-Man, one line in Zack and Miri, and 3 or 4 or maybe 5 lines in Cop Out.
I thought you co-starred in Spider-Man.
No. I actually was the
Why didn't
linchpin.
you want Jim in the movie?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, what is your beef with
Now
Jim?
it's on you again.
Listen.
You,
There you go. Wait,
said.
listen to his fucking creepy evil laugh.
Did you put Dane in the movie? He put you in a movie?
Yeah, and then he cut me right out of it.
I don't think DeRosa wanted me in either, though. DeRosa never liked me. No.
It had nothing to do with that. I think that at the beginning of this movie, we couldn't. It was literally like nothing in there for him, and
Was there nothing in there for
there's
him?
nothing in. What are you gonna do? Give him one
Doorman.
fucking thing and be nothing, like a background player?
Be a friend at least.
What? He's gonna sit in the background?
Hey, it's New York. I can sell peanuts in the movie.
Fucking Voss Louie Beans. You've seen him act. It's horrible.
Well, I couldn't
gonna
be
be
there while you
terrible.
guys are talking one time and do 1 or 2 lines and then get out.
Yeah.
Like when I walk out, the audience applauds. Like when fucking Tim Conway would walk out on Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes, exactly.
I say,
As Dorf.
Billy. I say we actually put Norton in something.
No, I wouldn't do it now. My feelings are very hurt.
Billy, would you?
He's a sensitive
What
man,
do you
Bobby.
say, Billy?
Fuck 'em.
I feel terrible that we've somehow ruined our relationship with Jim Norton. Jim, this is, I swear to God, there's like 5 parts to this.
I know.
Yeah, well, 4. I
don't think we should
Why don't we just fire Voss today?
Should
I mean,
do
it's
that.
it's showbiz, dude. We fire him and we throw
But
Norton
Jimmy
in.
Jimmy ain't taking
What are you, his
shit now.
agent? Let me talk to the
He really
fucking
fucked
client.
up. Fire Voss and
He
hire
might,
Bonnie.
he might do it just to see Voss get fired, Anthony.
All right, now you made a good point.
Now he had some controversy to the film.
Survivor. Now he's putting it on Voss.
Look at it.
No, I'd actually like to see Norton play it more than Voss. It'd be a fucking way better hit. You know, more people would fucking want to see this movie.
I know. How do you not want a built-in guy like Jim Norton, who has a built-in audience here on this program, talk about the film and everything? It even makes bad business sense.
Hey,
Never mind fucking a friend over.
I agree. I didn't fuck.
Let's
my
not
friend.
downsell Last Comic Standing here.
That's what you say. That's how you put it.
I didn't put it that way. Oh, you're the worst. Can't stand you.
DeRosa's always been very anti-Jim Norton.
No, he
Why
loves
is that?
you.
No, he doesn't.
Norton loves you.
Jim, what really happened is we had too much respect for you.
No.
That's true.
No, because he has to tell.
Jim, we weren't
No.
going to come to you and go, can you do half a line that's going to
No,
take,
it
you know,
really
an
is.
hour and a half to shoot because we're trying to be all artsy-fartsy with the angles of the cam. You know,
Dude.
you're a busy man.
It really had nothing to do with that.
Sometimes
Billy's
just nice to be
absolutely
asked.
right.
I would have been honored to do something with my
Can
friend.
I said that to Opie. It's you just want to be asked to be in it and then turn it down.
Sometimes. you
And
just
then
wanna
turn
be
it down.
asked. I don't
It's
get
like
asked.
it's like when
Yeah, you didn't get asked.
I don't get asked anything ever.
Exactly.
I don't even get phone calls from you, Robert.
I call you all the time, dude.
Guy lives in L.A. for a month and he's duding me.
No, I've been duding my whole fucking life. Yeah, apparently you don't know me on the radio.
You know
Jim?
what, dude? So
Exactly.
what? Russell sells out everywhere, dude. I got my friends, dude. I got my family. People love me. That's Bob.
But Yeah, he's absolutely right. I really feel bad, though.
No,
dude.
why should
I
you
really
care?
do.
Wait, more importantly, if Bill Burr's in New York, why isn't he doing our show?
Because I'm actually doing my job as a producer on this, making sure that DeRosa isn't fucking up.
Billy, when are you going to Tampa?
I fly to Tampa on Thursday.
I just did it. We got it ready.
Yeah, you know what? I just found out that they're actually that they're having their version of Mardi Gras that week right outside of the club.
Oh yeah,
that's
it's
fucking
really
right.
ghetto there, buddy.
It's ghetto. The cops wear
great.
just the badge at night,
That's
jeans
it, yeah.
and just the badge. I'm not like it's fucking Miami Vice.
It's pretty
It's bad. Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, sorry. I'm dealing with like 9 million people coming in and out of my building. I just wanted to call up because I know Bob's not exactly the greatest delegate to send out to your show. But Jim, yeah, I'm actually flattered that you'd even want to be in it. But, you know, it was we just didn't want to waste your time, dude. We're having you come over there doing a line and a half, like I said, that was going to take an hour and a half to shoot. You know, I mean, you were in Spider-Man, for Christ's sake. You're not going to do our little shit movie.
I certainly would with my friends, who I like
Well, then
to
you're-
be a part of creatively.
Certainly do your shit movie.
I certainly would. I would have.
Your
All right.
scat film.
Exactly. I'd be happy to at least clean off the glass coffee table in between shoots and fucking diuretics.
How great would it be? They're actually filming a snuff film.
Voss is the star.
Voss has no idea yet.
They don't,
Well, I think then Jim could actually truly be offended if we wouldn't invite him to come down to participate in the snuff film.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Mr.
All right.
Burr.
Well, I'll see it like everybody else at the festivals and the parties.
Yep.
Yeah.
The parties.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
Billy,
think
I'll
of
be
it.
over in a little while with the hat and coat.
Cool.
Yeah, don't say it like it isn't important, Bob.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
If you
fucking.
don't
I'm
bring
on
over,
it.
All we have is Rich Voss standing there looking stupid.
That's what we have, anyways, with a hat and coat.
You're the
All right, guys.
producer.
All right, Bill Burr.
Billy.
everyone.
Take it easy, man.
Billy.
There he goes.
Always good to hear from
By the
Bill
way,
Burr.
Russell Peters will be at the Radio City Music Hall.
Friday, Saturday.
I don't think you need our help. You're just here to say hi, really, right?
Here to say hi.
Sold out shows, I hear.
Yeah, they're good. Well, we're hoping they're going to be good. Last time I came in, you guys had the naked girls with their asses out. That was a great show.
Right, wow.
Yeah,
when
that
the
was-
hell was that?
That must have
What
been
year
years
was-
ago.
What year
That
were
was
you here?
That was 2 years ago. No shit, 3 years ago.
Well,
what
things
are we
have,
in?
Things have changed.
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
They have thin, fat lawyers with wigs.
Yeah, no, that's all we can get.
He was great, though.
He was
Come on.
phenomenal,
We
that
love
guy.
him.
Ron
Yeah,
was
he
my
was great.
fucking favorite.
Ron.
Russell, favorite place in the world with all the traveling you do?
Well, I don't really have one anymore, to be
Really?
honest with you. I mean, I used to be Durban, South Africa. Was always my favorite hideaway and getaway. And
Why that place?
that was the first place I was ever famous.
Oh, okay.
It was like around 2001, 2002, and
What a weird first place to be
Yeah.
famous.
they
You're
had
from
billboards.
Canada.
Yeah, they had billboards of me up over there, and had to change my name in the hotel and stuff like that. And
Did you a lot of chicks?
I was getting a lot of chicks back then. I literally clipped 3 brand new ones a day. Literally, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One was the hotel guest services manager. She came up at 9. She said, "Should I bring you some coffee?" I was like, "That would be great."
Wow.
And we had coffee and cock. I had
You had
coffee, she had cock.
right.
I just want to clear that up.
Yes.
But you both had cream.
Oh. Who's the saucy one on my left?
So how about England? You do well in England?
I do. Last year I set the record at the for highest attendance for a single stand-up performance in UK history.
Jesus Christ.
I did the O2 Arena where Michael Jackson was supposed to perform.
That's all. How many people is that?
16,500.
Jesus Christ.
I did Bananas last weekend in Hasbrook Heights.
How'd that go?
It was
I hate
almost
it when
full.
you brag.
Yes, we have no bananas.
They didn't even give me ripe bananas.
No, they were
green bananas.
Did you do well?
Well, the shows are great. Yeah, a lot of fans came out. Oh, and thank you. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a good time, but
See?
not that
Cool.
shit. It was
You've done those venues though. It's not like you don't know what it feels like.
all right.
You've done them. You've done them, kid.
Done what venues? Your
Those big
venues?
venues.
Yeah, they didn't know I
It
was
doesn't
coming.
matter. You were still on. You know
Yeah,
what
but
it feels like.
I could have not went out and nobody would have said anything. I could have every
That's
show
irrelevant.
5 minutes before I was supposed to go. I go, I'm not going to do this, and nothing would have happened.
No one would be disappointed.
Nope, they could have brought out fucking anybody, and they'd be like, who's this?
So Russell has a lot of rappers that go to his show. I'm actually jealous. He's friends with
Yeah.
Melly Mel. That's kind of cool.
We should call Mel right now.
I wouldn't know what to say to him.
What would we say to Melly Mel?
You just get his voicemail. You reach. Sometimes he has 2 phones. One of them is the voicemail just comes on and it'll be like, muscles, baby, muscles.
The fuck?
Because that's what he calls himself now. He calls himself Muscle Simmons.
You can't call yourself Muscles.
Yeah, it's got to be a
Well, because
nickname.
he's fucking, the guy's like 50 years old and he's Diesel. But now his other one, he's rapping on the other voicemail.
Jesus. You did a crib, MTV Cribs, right?
I did. I'm doing it again next month. I'm doing my new house in L.A. and my Vegas house.
How many houses do you
Must
have?
be a small
I have
house.
5.
You have 5 houses?
Yes.
Where are they?
Thank you, Market.
Where are all the
2 in
houses?
Toronto, 2 in L.A., and 1 in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
The reason I have 2 in L.A. is because the market's so shit I can't dump the other one.
Right.
So I got renters in there now.
What about you've gone to Dubai, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of obsessed with the Dubai Burj, the new tower.
Right.
What is it like there? How expensive is it to go to Dubai? Because I checked Emirates Air.
I was
pricey.
It's only $1,400
To go first class to Dubai.
Oh,
is
first class.
17,000.
First- But
that's
but you don't
I
need to go
had that.
first
I've
class.
flown that. The private suite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. And it has a shower on board, too.
17,000.
Oh yeah, isn't some prince a big fan of yours? There's some
The king of Jordan, when I was there in Jordan last month, the king of Jordan invited me over.
The fuck does that happen?
He's a fan.
Wow.
So he invited me over, and me and Gabriel Iglesias went. Me, Gabriel, Angelo Sarukis, Larry Omaha, my brother, my sister-in-law, and Gabriel's girlfriend. We all went over to the king's palace, and he cooked us Kobe beef.
Wow.
Like, he literally cooked it for us right in front of us. He had like a little teppanyaki grill, and then he got us hammered, and then he told us to call him Ab. 'Cause his name's King Abdullah. He's like, he goes, by the way, my friends call me Ab. And by the way, he went to school in Boston, Bobby. So he
They
has
all
like
do.
he has an American accent.
Really?
King.
Did he give you any gold or money?
No, he gave me a watch. He gave me a watch, and I'm
What kind
looking
of
at
watch?
Anthony's watch, and it looks
Similar?
Is that Special Ops, that watch or something?
It is a
Yeah,
Special
he gave me a
Ops watch.
Special Ops watch.
Damn, look at you.
So you hung out with the king of Jordan?
Yeah, and then so he feeds us, gets us drunk, and then he goes, "Do you guys like to fire guns?"
Wow,
And
this
we're
guy
like,
is...
"Who doesn't like
You
to
sure
fire
it wasn't
guns?"
Anthony you weren't hanging out with?
And
This is
then
my long-lost dad?
he has a range in his in the palace, so we went into the gun range. Every gun you could imagine. And so-
Jesus, that sounds fantastic.
automatic weapons, and so he goes, "Here, first we'll fire it in like single mode, dish, 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 and then as we're firing, he clicks it and like." And he had a sawed-off shotgun. I go, "What's this for? In case you bump into a 7-Eleven late at night?" And
You know what's
he had
fucked up?
everything.
You could have just killed him right there.
I was thinking that
That's
too.
right, you know,
could
I was
have just
thinking
turned
that, and I'm
around
like-
gone, I just assassinated him.
Yeah, that would have been really.
Wow.
We were thinking about it because there was no security around us. We're like,
That's
this has got to be some sort of weird security breach.
Yeah.
But he was cool as shit. So
You probably get the barrel just to him and then just be Swiss cheese in 2 seconds with
Yeah.
these hidden guns somewhere.
oh yeah,
Where is Jordan? Between what and what?
it's next door to Palestine and Israel.
so you're in the
And
fucking-
it's sandwiched between Palestine, Israel, Kuwait, and Iraq.
So the neighbors weren't complaining about the gunfire. They
didn't even notice.
over there. What the hell is going on?
Do you hear mosquitoes?
I'm going to Dubai in February if you want to go.
I do want to go there. I want to go to the what did you stay? You didn't stay in the new tower. I want to stay in that hotel.
No, I never stayed. It's I haven't been there either.
How expensive do you think the hotel is in the big
Fucking
building?
expensive.
It
They
is,
have
right?
that one other hotel, the Jumeirah Beach one, really expensive, the 7-star.
Does it look like a fucking?
Yeah, the sail.
Yes.
Yeah, that you have to pay an entrance fee just to go look at it.
Wow.
Because it's that, and it's gross and opulent inside.
What's a 7-star?
I don't know. I think somebody jerks you off to get you to sleep.
How much a night? for that.
I don't know. It's too fucking expensive. I wouldn't even consider it.
But wouldn't they put you up there if you were doing a gig?
No, they put me up in some other Jumeirah Medina, some shit.
Nice.
They put me. It's nice, but you couldn't bring chicks back to your room late at night because apparently some Russian mafia shit happened there, and they whacked somebody in the gym. Yeah, so what they did was they had hookers go in with him, and then the hookers let the mafia guys in, and they shot the guy, chopped him up or something.
Jesus.
There was obviously other issues there.
Yeah. So I met a chick out there, and she wasn't a hooker. She was just a chick, and they were like, "She can't go back to your room." And I go, "Well, I'm not going to fuck her in the lobby unless you want me to." And so I complained to the manager, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, sir. We know it's a rule for everybody. You're okay." So, and thank God the guy, like everybody's fucking Indian there, so I was okay. security guy was Indian. I said some shit to him in Indian. I was like, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, okay. And then,
wow. So you think that 7-star hotel?
I mean, it's nice, but I don't think it's worth the trip unless you're working.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm glad you said that.
What, to Dubai?
Yeah. Because right now they're economically getting their balls kicked in, so I'm like, you might be able to get pretty good deals, and it's the world.
You can fly Emirates, not first class, and it's fine. It's really nice.
I'm sure
I would go business
if you have too much of a layover on Emirates Air, they give you a car and put you up in a hotel. Like, you call up and they're like, you have a car waiting for you at the airport, and they put you up in a hotel.
There's dynamite in the trunk. You pull up to the hotel, it explodes.
It's not that bad there.
So business is probably nice in Emirates, right?
Business, it's a flat bed in business.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
Emirates is great.
First class is a suite.
And it's with Continental.
It has a door. Your room, you have a room on the plane.
It's like you're on a ship.
Yeah, it really is. And it gives you a 27-inch TV in front of you.
How big is the TV? Is the business one pleasant, though?
Yeah, the business one is like a first class on somebody else's.
How much are business, you think?
$45,000.
Probably around $5,000-6,000, maybe more.
$5 or $6,000.
It's
gonna go in style.
$1,400, coach.
What's coach?
It's a long flight to go, coach.
Yeah, it's not that long, and they have
got
TV
those crazy
and everything.
long legs.
You can buy 2 seats in coach. You'd be fine.
$2,800. I might as well just go first class for $17,000. I'm gonna shit when I saw that. Wow.
It was great.
But it's
we
really
had the
good.
promoters pay that one.
Business sounds fine for $5,000. You could stretch out.
I'm
in
saying
bed.
$5,000. It's probably more, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
That's $5,000. You know the certain flights from American Airlines and United Airlines to LA are $5,000.
Jesus.
Round trip. They
For
are.
what?
Yeah, it's retarded.
They have flat seats almost, but it's a lot of fun.
I almost fly Virgin America now.
Inches. What's that?
Yeah, Virgin America.
I flew Virgin America. They're a cool airline, man. It's got the purple light in it. The only problem, the planes are fucking dirty.
They have Wi-Fi, though.
I know they do, but they're not washed well. I didn't like it. There was like fucking nasty crumbs on my foot. It's almost like they're fucking in a rush to turn the plane around, and they're not staffed properly. That was a big fucking thing with me. Like, oh,
Did you have the bed, though? In first class?
It doesn't. No, it's not lie flat. It's very comfortable. Flattish, yeah. Comfortable, but it's white leather, which looks dirty.
They got movies.
The cleanliness of the plane I
Great
didn't like.
movies.
A lot of good movies.
Maybe
on
he
that
just
one.
had a bad cleaning day. What's Patrice doing on TV back there?
Whoa.
It looks like a gentlemanly Patrice.
That's the star from Precious.
We sort of do the same joke with other things.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, let's go to Sean in New Hampshire. We got Russell Peters in studio. Sean.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Russell, I think I know who you're talking about with the Sultan or Prince or whatever his name is.
King Abdullah?
Whatever his name is. I think I met him freshman year at Bentley. He was supposed to live with one of my buddies I grew up with, but when he walked into the dormitory, it was not worthy of a sultan or whatever you want to call him. So he went downtown Boston and bought a multi-million-dollar home just for the semester, or for 2 semesters or whatever it was. And then when he went to buy his transportation, he went out and got a S500, bulletproofed the shit out of it, cameras, everything, all that. And then when it started snowing in Boston, he asked my buddy what he needs for a car, and he's like, oh, something 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whatever. So he goes out, buys a 911, bulletproofs the shit out of that, drove it twice, and then sold it to one of our buddies for $1.
No.
I mean,
Wait, how old are you?
30.
Oh, that's not him, because he's 48.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you might have missed him.
Maybe it was his son?
I'll tell you what, he's not that guy. He wouldn't do that kind of shit.
Well,
He's so normal, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Like, he's so normal that you forget he's a king when you're hanging out with him, until he said, what time's your flight in the morning? And I go, 10:30. I said, I'll probably leave the hotel at 7:30. And he goes, oh, that's too early. I'll call the airport. You leave at 9.
Yeah, that's wow.
That rocks.
Only the king.
Wait, he was just going to have the airport let you right through?
Oh, yeah, he did. We got to the airport, and these dudes met us, took our passports and our bags, and said, go this way, sir. And we went up to a VIP room and waited.
And that was
Here, you want the best shit? Here's what happened. Because we were hanging out. This is the truth. This is the truth.
I can't believe it.
So we're in the VIP room. We'd hung out with the king the night before, ate his food, drank his liquor, fired his guns, cool as shit, made jokes with him, cracked jokes with him. He was telling us stories about George Bush and stuff, about how George Bush was actually a really nice guy. And he goes, George is a very nice man, and he's very funny, and he's a really cool guy to hang out with. He's just not smart enough to run a country. and so we're taking all this information in, and then The next morning, we get to the airport, and they let us in. We're sitting in this VIP room. We're all looking at each other like, did we really just hang out with the king last night? It's about 10 to 10 now. Our flight's at 10:30. An angry-looking Arab guy walks into the room holding a passport and goes, Rosa Peters? And I'm like, that's me. I'm feeling cocky as shit because I hung out with the king. He goes, that's me. He goes, come with me. And I go, nope. And he looks at me very seriously and goes, come with me. And I'm like, shit, okay. Where's your bag? I go, right here. You have 2 cell phones. Give me them. I go, how the fuck does this guy know I have 2 cell phones? And he snatches my cell phone out of my hand, and he's leading me out of the room, and I'm looking at my friends, and I'm looking at Gabriel and Angela. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, we don't know. Leads me down the stairs to a hallway where there's 2 armed guards with Uzis pointed directly at me. And I'm like, my ego kicks in and goes, holy shit, the king's coming to say bye to me. That's what I'm thinking. This is incredible. So he walks me into this room, and the guys with the Uzis they're pointing them at me the whole time. So he sits me down in this room, and one guy has a gun. He's standing at the door with the gun pointed at my head, aimed at my head, and the other guy has the gun pointed down the hallway like they're expecting somebody to try and assassinate me if these guys don't. So the guy's like, where were you last night? I was like, I did a show, and then I went to the palace. Why did you go to the palace? Because I was invited. By who? I'm like, the king. Which king? I'm like, what do you mean, which? The fucking Don King invited me. I go, the king. Which king? And I go, the guy behind you, because there's a picture of him right there. I go, that king. He goes, my king. I go, yeah, your king. Why did my king invite you? I'm like, I don't know why your king invited me. He's my friend. I'm acting like he's my friend now. Like, we're fucking homies, right?
When he finds out.
He's mad. So this guy lights up a cigarette and he's like, huh. And then I hear commotion in the hallway and a lot of Arabic being spoken. I'm like, and this guy. And I hear, hey, bro. Hey, I'm like, hey, fool, don't fucking point the gun at me. And it's Gabriel. And Gabriel Iglesias walks in the room and he's on the phone. And I go, Gabe, what the fuck's going on? And he goes, here. And he passes me the phone and I go, hello. And it's the king. And he goes, never be the first to leave a party again. You just got punked, biatch.
Holy shit.
It was worth it just to have the king call you biatch. And then he goes, were you scared? And I go, nah, there's a little Hershey's Kiss in my underwear, but other than that, I'm okay.
Shit.
My tits were sweating.
Who knew this guy was such a card?
And then Gabriel goes, hey, you're lucky that's the one he wanted to do to you. He was coming up with all kinds of pranks that weren't funny. And I go, well, what was the unfunny one? He goes, he was going to take your luggage and put a bag of white powder and a gun in it. I go, that's not funny.
So wait, did the guys finally like laugh when it was revealed and he called?
Oh yeah, the guy behind the table looked at me and goes, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. And then the guys with the Uzis were like, haha, sorry. And I'm like, motherfucker, you had a live gun pointed at my head.
That is great.
That is a great story.
God damn. Jeez. That's fun, man. That's great.
Wow.
Isn't it the King of Jordan? Isn't that where, what's his name is from? I believe Jordan was, Alzar Kelly. Alzar Cowie, the one who was beheading everybody, I think, was Jordanian. Yeah. There's like a lot of militants in Jordan. Sure.
Well,
not the king, but I mean,
the king's so normal. It's weird, you know. It's just
so odd.
But till he pulls some king shit out, like I'll call the airport, not the airline,
right,
the airport. And then you realize you're flying with Royal Jordanian, and he's the royal part. It's me and the country name. You know?
Have you emailed him since?
No, but his best friend is a white guy from Boston, and honestly,
Conan O'Brien.
His best friend just looks like a Joe Schmo white guy. He's wearing a ball cap and like sweatpants and a t-shirt. And I was like, who the fuck is this scrub? And he's like, oh yeah, we went to school together. Yeah, me and Ab went to school together. We were, we've been best friends ever since. And I'm like, so what do you do? He goes, I fly back here now and then, hang out with them, and sometimes I stay at the palace, sometimes I stay in a hotel, depending on how long I'm going to be here.
Even a king just wants to fuck around with some friends every so often.
He really does. He's just like, I got, you know.
Damn, that's fucked.
So his friend lives in New York, I think. He's coming to the show this week on one of them. I don't know which show, but one of them.
That's his life.
Yeah.
Who are my friends? They don't put me in a 15-minute movie. His friend plays a fun prank with guns and cocaine at the airport.
You got Yoshi sending you porn.
Exactly. That's my friend.
Jim.
Hey, Jim, Joy Silvera, shoot this. It's trannies. Thanks, Yosh.
Hey, Russ. Jim Norton, say hi. Open, say hi. Bob Kelly, say hi.
Want to come by, do a 5-minute guest spot.
That's Yoshi, all right. Ant's got guns. We'll get a prank together with you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. It won't be the same, but
Please
we'll
make
try
sure they're
something.
unloaded so you don't have a Brandon Lee situation.
Oh, fuck.
God, right?
King is making him Kobe beef. I go to Anthony's. I'm like, you got anything? He's like, there's 3 Doritos in the bottom of the fucking drawer.
You like bologna?
Yeah, he makes me lick pimento off his cock.
I like it.
And that's only because you like pimento.
You know what? It's not going to get better than that. We should bail.
Yeah, he's 10:38 or
Fucking
wrap it
A.
up.
Russell, that's a great story.
Thanks, buddy.
Russell Peters, we don't need to promote the sold-out shows at Radio City Music Hall, but we should brag and say they're sold out for you.
Yeah.
Nokia Theater, is that sold out?
Nokia in L.A. I don't know if it's sold out.
That's February 6th in L.A., Ticketmaster.com. And what do you want to promote here? You're on Twitter, you're everywhere.
That's it, really. I don't know. I'm doing Lopez next week, the show.
Cool. Well, the real Russell P. on Twitter.
That's right.
I'm going to start following you. What the fuck?
Thanks, buddy.
If you got
Yeah.
stories like that, I got to fucking see what you're up to. And RussellPeters.com.
shit, man.
If you're not doing anything, we're here tomorrow. We can
You know what? I love the show, so I'll come in, yeah.
Here, come back tomorrow, man.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because every time you show up, like we have
something else
Something
going
great
on.
is happening here.
Your good energy for the show.
Just hang
Is either
out.
tits or psychotic lawyers.
It's either tits or wigs. We'll call it the Tits and Toupee Show.
Bobby, you had no idea it was a wig, right?
Nothing. No, I thought I'm bald,
I
so I
didn't
look
know.
at it jealously. I'm like, wow, I wish I had hair like that.
Yeah.
You
And
could.
you could for just $10.99.
And I just need that and a nail.
You could also put it upside down and serve jelly beans out of it. Russell's doing Radio City, and I'm doing this weekend. I'll be at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone.
Nice.
So does that mean you can't stop in this weekend?
Well, it's kind of like Radio City.
Funny Bone.
Yeah, without the whole theater vibe.
You said to
Sellout.
do 18 shows.
What?
Richmond.
What did I say? Why you have to humiliate me?
Richmond.
Richmond, Virginia. I'll be in Richmond.
Why do you have to humiliate? What did he book it?
Thank you, Kenny, for
Teasing you,
running
of
right
course,
in.
James.
It was like he had been waiting right outside for me to make an error so he could correct me.
That's what he
is.
does.
He's ominous.
Yeah, he really is.
He is just the worst.
I like the Richmond Club.
Sorry.
I love the sound guy there.
I got to officially apologize to Kenny for, having his seat greased up yesterday as we were having lunch at F.H. Riley's.
What happened?
Oh, my God.
What'd you do?
Larry's across the street from F.H.? Larry's always in F.H. And,
Larry.
and we usually park there because it's easy instead of getting a meter.
Oh, no.
And we parked it nice, and Larry's like, nah, not good enough. And he comes out of the garage, and he's all greasy. He's a mechanic. And I'm like, I knew right off the bat, this isn't good. Larry should not sit in Kenny's fucking truck.
Kenny's
Sits in his truck.
meticulous.
Fucking parks it differently. We go and have lunch. We come back, and sure enough, there's grease all over Kenny's driver's seat. I'm like, and we all know Kenny is an obsessive.
He's crazy with that truck.
He's an OCD neat freak, and I'm like, this is not good. He goes in and causes a little bit of an issue with Larry, who's sarcastic, right? Well, help me out here, Kenny, because
Kenny's a giant man.
Yeah, I didn't hear the conversation with Larry, but Larry
Very
wasn't
dangerous.
happy that you had to tell him that he got his grease on your seat.
I brought to his attention very politely that he got grease all over my gray leather seat in my brand new truck. And not to mention Bob Kelly, who blew smoke in there last
Yeah,
week.
we're still smelling the smoke,
shitting me?
Bobby.
What did he
Took
do?
a
Walk
haul
up to the
outside of
window?
the car.
It came
went
in,
into the car.
It came
blew
in with
one.
Bobby.
One smoke.
But we still smell it, and trust me, Kenny's not happy with that. I don't care. It's not my
One
fucking...
fucking thing. It was like half a
Doesn't
smoke.
matter. Brand new car, buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't smell new anymore.
Exactly. There's only one diuretic shit on the dashboard.
So Larry wasn't happy, right, Kenny?
Yeah. He came out with another greasy rag.
Yeah, to clean it off. Great.
Yeah, and he goes, "What do you mean? It wasn't me. It's a brand new jacket. The guy's covered. He
was
grease.
covered in
He just smeared it evenly so you can't tell anymore.
So I thought that was the end of it, and Kenny picks me up this morning, and I got into his car, and I went flying forward and fell onto the floor because he got the whole car, I think, detailed.
The armor all?
Yeah, so it's like...
A leather cleaner.
So I go, Kenny, you really cleaned it after the Larry incident. He goes, oh, yeah, I did as soon as I got home.
GH, I can't subject you to something that hideous.
Oh, yeah, it's all about GH. No, I think it's about you.
Tell him about the condition of my car when we found it.
Oh my God! It was parked under a pine tree for a year.
Kenny was having a panic attack when he saw the car.
Turn on the air conditioning, just pine needles and bees come out.
It was buried with pine cones and pine needles. We had to shovel it out.
We did shovel it out, and it didn't start. This is not Kenny's world. It's my world. I'm used to this shit. I don't know. I don't know any different. But Kenny was having some fucking panic attacks yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You poor bastard.
But it's okay. I'll do anything for you, GH.
It's amazing.
Hard to follow the King of Jordan story. Kenny had to brush a pine cone off the hood.
Oh, I know. Well, we constantly try.
They get a tree freshener and open it halfway for his car.
What's that?
Oh.
I'm not doing it.
I didn't hear it.
You almost.
Hey, Bobby, what are you
I'm not
promoting?
an asshole.
Everyone promoted. What about you? We're out of here.
I'm promoting a movie.
Oh, fuck the movie. Let's get the fuck out of here. Russell, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.